A taste of tradition, introducing Nihari. Nihari, a beloved South Asian stew, is more than just a dish. It's a culinary legacy. Its roots trace back centuries, enjoyed by kings and commoners alike. The word Nihari comes from the Urdu word nahar, meaning morning. This hearty stew, traditionally enjoyed for breakfast, provided sustained energy for the day ahead. Today, Nihari remains a cherished dish, enjoyed for special occasions and everyday meals, connecting us to generations past through its rich flavors and aromas. Gathering the aromas ingredients for your Nihari journey, let's dive into the world of rich flavors and aromatic spices that make Nihari a culinary masterpiece. Before we embark on our Nihari adventure, let's gather our aromatic companions, the essential ingredients that will bring this dish to life. Beef shank, 2 pounds, bone-in, cut into 2-inch pieces. This cut of meat is crucial for the deep, rich flavor and tender texture of Nihari. Onions, 2 large, thinly sliced. Ghee, 1/4 cup. Ginger garlic paste, 2 tablespoons. These ingredients form the base of our flavorful gravy. Whole spices. Green cardamom pods, 4 to 5. These tiny pods pack a punch of flavor and aroma. Black cardamom pods, 2 to 3. Cloves, 6 to 8. Black peppercorns, 1 teaspoon. Cinnamon stick, 1-inch piece. These spices add depth and complexity to our dish. Bay leaves, 2 to 3. They infuse a subtle, earthy flavor that enhances the overall taste. Ground spices, turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon. This golden spice adds color and a hint of warmth. Red chili powder, 1 tablespoon, adjust to taste. Coriander powder, 2 teaspoons. Cumin powder, 1 teaspoon. Plain yogurt, 1/2 cup. These ground spices and yogurt create a rich, creamy texture and a burst of flavors. Water, 6 to 8 cups. Salt to taste. Water is essential for the slow cooking process, and salt brings out all the flavors. Fresh cilantro chopped for garnish. This herb adds a fresh, vibrant touch to the final presentation. Green chilies, sliced for garnish. Ginger julienne for garnish. Lemon wedges for serving. These garnishes not only add color, but also enhance the flavor profile of our Nihari. The dance of flavors begins. Sautéing the onions and spices. Our Nihari journey commences with the captivating aroma of sautéed onions and spices. The sizzling sound and the rising steam signal the beginning of a culinary adventure. In a large pot or Dutch oven, heat the ghee over medium heat. The ghee, a clarified butter, is essential for adding richness and depth to the dish. Add the sliced onions and sauté until they turn a beautiful golden brown. This process takes patience, as the onions need time to develop their color and flavor. This caramelization process is crucial, as it imparts a naturally sweet flavor to our Nihari. The sugars in the onions break down, creating a deep, complex taste. As the onions dance in the ghee, they release their flavors, creating a fragrant base. The aroma fills the kitchen, setting the stage for the spices to come. Now, it's time to introduce our whole spices: green cardamom pods, black cardamom pods, cloves, black peppercorns, cinnamon stick, and bay leaves. Each spice brings its unique character to the dish, contributing to the overall symphony of flavors. Sauté them with the onions for a minute or two, allowing their aromatic oils to infuse the ghee. This step is vital, as it ensures that the spices release their full potential, enhancing the depth and complexity of the Nihari. The heart of the matter: browning the meat to perfection. With the stage set by our fragrant spices, it's time to introduce the heart of our Nihari, the beef shank. Add the meat to the pot and increase the heat to medium-high. Sear the beef on all sides until it develops a rich brown color. This browning process is crucial, as it locks in the juices and adds depth of flavor to our Nihari. As the beef browns, it creates a fond at the bottom of the pot. Those caramelized bits of meat and spices. This fond is a treasure trove of flavor, and we'll deglaze it later to extract every drop of deliciousness. Now that our beef is beautifully browned, it's time to add the ginger garlic paste. This paste is a crucial element, infusing the meat with a robust and aromatic base. Sauté for a minute until fragrant, then stir in the ground spices, turmeric powder, red chili powder, coriander powder, and cumin powder. These spices are the heart of our dish, providing depth and complexity. Cook for another minute, allowing the spices to bloom and release their full aroma. This step is essential to unlock the rich flavors that will define our nihari. Next, we'll add the yogurt, stirring continuously to prevent curdling. The yogurt not only adds a creamy texture, but also balances the heat from the spices. The yogurt tenderizes the meat while adding a subtle tanginess to our nihari. This tanginess is what makes the dish so unique and flavorful. Pour in 6 to 8 cups of water, ensuring the meat is fully submerged. The water will help in creating a rich, flavorful broth as it simmers. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to low, cover the pot, and let it simmer for 4 to 6 hours. This slow simmering is crucial for developing the deep, complex flavors of nihari, or until the beef is fall-apart tender. The long cooking time allows the meat to absorb all the spices and become incredibly tender. This slow cooking process is the essence of nihari, allowing the flavors to meld and deepen over time. The result is a rich, aromatic stew that is both comforting and indulgent, perfect for any occasion. As our nihari simmers, the meat releases its juices, creating a rich and flavorful gravy. After 4 to 6 hours, remove the lid and check the tenderness of the beef. It should be incredibly tender, easily shredding with a fork. If the gravy appears too thin, continue simmering uncovered for a while longer to reduce it to your desired consistency. For a thicker gravy, you can use a traditional method. Take out about a cup of the gravy, let it cool slightly, and then blend it until smooth. Add this blended gravy back to the pot, and it will help thicken the overall consistency without needing any additional thickening agents. Garnish and serve, presenting your culinary masterpiece. Our nihari is now ready to be presented in all its glory. Carefully transfer the tender beef shanks to a serving platter. Ladle the fragrant gravy into bowls, ensuring each serving gets a generous amount of the flavorful broth. Now comes the fun part, garnishing. Sprinkle fresh cilantro, sliced green chilies, and ginger juliennes over each bowl. Serve piping hot with naan bread or roti for a truly satisfying and aromatic dining experience. Secrets from my kitchen. Tips for authentic flavors. Here are a few tips to elevate your nihari to the next level of authenticity. Bone-in meat is key. Using bone-in beef shank adds incredible depth of flavor to the nihari. The marrow from the bones infuses the gravy with richness and complexity. Don't rush the browning. Take your time browning the meat. This step is crucial for developing deep, savory flavors that will permeate the entire dish. Low and slow is the way to go. The longer you simmer your nihari, the more tender the meat becomes, and the more the flavors meld together. Time-saving tricks. Nihari for the modern cook. While traditional nihari requires hours of simmering, here are a few time-saving tricks for the modern cook. Pressure cooker power. Using a pressure cooker can significantly reduce the cooking time. Simply follow the same steps, but cook the nihari on high pressure for about 1 to 1.5 hours, or until the beef is tender. Make it ahead. Nihari tastes even better the next day, as the flavors have more time to meld. You can prepare the entire dish a day or two in advance and simply reheat it when ready to serve. Savoring the moment. serving suggestions, and storage. Nihari is best enjoyed immediately, allowing you to savor the aroma and warmth of this comforting stew. Serve it with naan bread, roti, or even steamed rice to soak up every drop of the flavorful gravy. For an added indulgence, offer side dishes like raita, a yogurt dip, and a simple salad to cut through the richness of the nihari. If you have leftovers, store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. Reheat gently on the stovetop or in the microwave. Now you're ready to share the warmth and deliciousness of nihari with your loved ones.